What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Here we are. Beginning of the year. We're going to change a couple things. Got the car out of the box trailer, had to take a week off. It was a long year last year. We had fun, met a lot of great people, and here we are. Had a decent year. But here we are. So I have a block and motor down the machine shop right over the hill from me. Greg Dahl, GMS. He's really just a Harley dude right now, I guess. He's always been a machine shop and small motors and this, that, and the other. But as of right now, he only helps a couple people out, and I'm fortunate that he wants to help me out. I think he helps my boy Chris out. I know he helps him out. I think he helps Jared Early a little bit, and a few guys here and there. But I have a 388 deal that is down his shop right now. I got that off my boy Kurt George. He had some bad luck last year, so he thought it was the block. Here it ended up being a set of coils. Said that in another video before, but just ripped down my motor that is still in the car. We took everything out. This is the head gasket that was on the car. Don't know why it's the same cylinder doing the same thing. So I think I'm gonna have to invest in some EGTs. Talk to my boys over at Low Dollar. But the block or the cylinders don't look bad. You can kind of see there's not really any marks or anything that grabs your fingernail. So it is what it is. Don't know why it's doing it. But here we are. We have everything ripped out. Stuff is everywhere. Bearings look pretty good for having probably a couple hundred passes on it. I'm pretty impressed. No copper or anything showing. Nothing out of the ordinary. But here we are. The motor is ripped down pretty much. I left the block and the crank in it for right now to do the motor plate. I started on it a while ago whenever we cracked the block and all that nonsense and welded it up. But it was very seasoned, so we weren't missing that. But now we're going to take 2-3 months off if that's what we need to do to get where we need to be. Class is getting faster. Small tire guys are jumping down. Can't compete with the chassis cars and the pro mods and Hemis and big blocks, so get in where you fit in. So obviously some of the small tire guys are jumping down, and it is what it is. So that makes us have to get faster and grow. So definitely would like to get the other motor in, figure out what we're going to do with the turbo setup, because it doesn't fit once I put the motor plate on, and as well as the alternator. So I got to figure that out. We have a mechanical fuel pump we got to put on, and a few other odds and ends. So we're going to see what we can do. This will probably be a short video this week, just some pictures and me doing this. But we're going to see what happens here in 2026. I'm going to be a little bit more selective. We're going to support those that want to make the sport better. So those who actually put a little money on top, say what they're going to do and do what they're going to say. So when you get sponsor money, you put what you have on it and whatnot. So we're going to have a good year, hopefully. Got a lot of work to do. Got to rearrange some stuff, move some stuff, update some stuff, buy a lot of stuff. So it is what it is. Hopefully we can grow the channel a little bit. We're doing pretty good. I think right now we're probably like 280, 290 subs. I'm not doing it for a job, so it will be nice just to slow down and get a video here and there as we do work on the car. Travis is probably going to come over and help me do some wiring. Definitely needs that. Got to move some stuff, like I said. So it is what it is, and we shall see you later. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Well, after some investigating, that is cracks. And the sleeve is sunk. It's hard to tell, but there's a little bit of a difference there. Can be why we were pushing a gasket. Mother trucker. Alright, this is going to do it for this week's little video. Not really much going on. We did get the motor out. Let me flip you around. Trans is out. We gotta do that to get the crank out so I can get it down to Greg's. Gotta take the heads down. I already started mocking up the motor plate before, but I'm gonna take the converter out. I drained the fluid out of it. Kind of everything just sitting on the table. It's a mess in here. Need to get my loft built. Turbo kit, radiator, drain the fluid, new bumper, old bumper. But so where we're at, like I said in my little video that we found, this is the cylinder that kept on messing up. This is also where we welded it, and then behind the motor mount actually is where I JB welded it. But like nothing in the sleeve is messed up, but it's actually down. But it is what it is. We're gonna get the motor plate in. We'll put the tranny back in, motor plate, start on that, get that done. This way I can start mocking up either the mechanical fuel pump on this side, alternator on this side, or vice versa. Pump, alternator, whatever. But we got a lot of work to do in the next few months to be out racing and having fun with the boys. But like I said, everything else looked good on the car. The car was running good, other than kept on pushing the gasket. So this will be this week's video coming up, and we'll see what happens. Was talking to a guy about, well, I was talking to John about going up, pick up my transmission off of him. Jonathan Capizzi's really helping me out this winter. He's a wealth of knowledge. great guy. We were able to talk faith with each other. Just the diversity that we go through and everything like that. And talking to another buddy that lives up in Michigan, he might have something I need. So hopefully if he doesn't sell it today, I might be able to pick it up when I pick the transmission up. That will be a huge step forward for the racing program. If not, I'll just keep on keeping my eye out and everything like that. But thank you for the support. Can't thank, you know what I mean, Scuff and Steve, Travis, just the Dustin, and I mean the list goes on and on. The boys over at Tin Soldier, Brandon and Jamie at Low Dollar for helping me out and getting me some parts when I'm in a bind and helping me out with some stuff. Jimmy Dale, Mike Corley. I mean, without everybody sees us kind of going back and forth at each other on TV or on YouTube and whatnot, but we're actually all pretty good friends. They're both really good guys, and they're both really good at what they do. I mean, Mike has a hell of a race program with his S10, and Jimmy Dell, whatever car he's borrowing at the time till Magic's done, is always going to be a contender. But here we are. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Talk to you guys later.